If you're looking to start an LLC in Arizona, there are 3 ways to get it set up. Option number 1, you can do it yourself. You can go to the Arizona Corporation Commission's website to set up the LLC, and then to the IRS's website to get your EIN, your employer identification number, basically the social security number for your business. I'll put links to both of these websites down below in the description. Option number 2, you could hire a lawyer. Or option number 3, hire a formation service such as InkFile, Zen Business, LegalZoom, or the service I use, Northwest Registered Agent, to have them set up your LLC. I recommend this option because doing it yourself can be stressful and confusing, and hiring a lawyer can cost you thousands of dollars. You'll receive a discount with Northwest Registered Agent if you use our affiliate link down below in the description. It'll only cost you another $39 on top of the state fees to create your LLC. You'll also receive their registered agent service for free for the first year, something we'll talk more about in just a minute. To better understand the steps involved in setting up your LLC, I'll quickly cover what you need to do to create your LLC, and then after that I'll show you how quick and easy it is to set it up with Northwest. To create an LLC in Arizona, you'll want to follow these 9 steps. Step number 1, name your LLC. Your LLC name must not be used by another business in Arizona. You'll need to include limited liability company or its abbreviation at the end of the name. Don't use words that might imply your LLC is a different type of entity, such as corporation, incorporated, or association, or words that imply it's a regulated entity without having proper licensing, such as a bank or insurance company. I'll put a link down below with a full list of naming requirements. After you decide on a name, I'd recommend purchasing the domain so you can later build your website. I recommend purchasing your domain from porkbun.com, where a .com domain will cost you less than $10 per year. Step number 2, designate a statutory agent, or as it's called in most other states, a registered agent. A statutory agent is a person or company appointed to accept state and legal mail for your business. Arizona requires LLCs to have a statutory agent. A statutory agent must have a physical street address, not a PO box, and keep normal business hours to be able to accept legal mail and correspondence from the state. You could be your own statutory agent, but your name and address will be listed on the public record, and you must keep normal business hours at that address to accept any legal mail in person. Step number 3, submit LLC articles of organization and pay a fee of $50 or $85, depending on if you want it expedited or not. I found this on the Arizona Corporation Commission's website, showing it'll take a couple of days if expedited and over 2 weeks with normal processing. This document will include the basic information of your LLC, entity type, entity name, statutory agent name and address, primary business address, if the LLC is member managed or manager managed, etc. Step number 4, publish your LLC in the newspaper. So unlike most states, in Arizona, you need to publish a legal notice in the newspaper within 60 days of forming your LLCs. There's one exception. If your statutory agent is located in Maricopa or Pima County, the Arizona Corporation Commission will handle the publishing for you. If you're not in one of those 2 counties, you'll need to publish a legal notice in the county where your statutory agent is for 3 consecutive issues. I'll include a link to the publishing requirements in the description below. Northwest Registered Agent is located in Pima County, so if they file your LLC, you can skip this step. Step 5, create an LLC operating agreement. This isn't mandated by Arizona law, but it is a good idea to have a written agreement that states how the business will operate. You also may need an operating agreement to open a bank account for your business. Step number 6, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. If you're creating a single member LLC, you're the only owner, you could just use your social security number, but I prefer to have an EIN to only share my social security number when absolutely necessary. You can get your EIN directly from the IRS. I'll link to the specific page on their website down below. Step number 7, open a business bank account so you can accept money and make payments, allowing you to keep your business and personal finances completely separate. Step number 8, fund the LLC, add money to your LLC business bank account, and you're ready to start using your new LLC. Step number 9, state licensing and taxes. LLCs in Arizona are not required to file an annual report or pay an annual tax or fees like you do in some other states. You may have to register your business with the Department of Revenue to obtain a license and pay a $12 fee, and then you'll pay the transaction privilege tax, TPT, which is Arizona's tax for the privilege of doing business in the state. This is basically a sales tax paid by the business, not by the consumer. The rates vary depending on the industry. If you want to learn more, there's a link down below with more details about TPT. As you can see, there are quite a few steps to create your LLC, and it can be confusing to do on your own through the Arizona Corporations Commission's website, and then getting your EIN from the IRS. Now let me show you how in just a few minutes you can create your LLC with Northwest. If you're curious why we chose Northwest versus the earlier mentioned competitors, here's a comparison of the prices of Northwest, LegalZoom, Zen Business, and InkFile. The prices shown here include the cost to have each one create your LLC, obtain your EIN, and includes an operating agreement. You can see see that Northwest is the lowest cost option of the four. I've used them to create several LLCs and I've been happy with the customer service. One thing to keep in mind, if you just go to northwestregisteredagent.com, you'll end up paying more than the amount you'll see in this video. If you use our affiliate link down below in the description, you'll only pay $39 to create your LLC, including their registered agent service for free for the first year. Then if you want them to get your EIN from the IRS, you'll pay an additional $50. If you use the link below, you're going to come to a page that looks something like this, and then click on Let's Get You Started. The first thing you want to do is choose the type of business you're going to create, in our case, an LLC, and then select your state, Arizona. Down below, there's different processing times. So for 5 days, there's a cost of $85. 3 days is $120. 1 day is $160. Let's just go with the 5-day processing and then click on Continue. Now we need a name for our business, and then the business purpose, you can just use a generic purpose or you can fill something in yourself. I'm going to leave it as generic. Then here you want to select the addresses. Do you want to use their registered agent address, your mailing address, or something that you want to specify? And then the same thing for the mailing address you want on record with the state. We're going to leave both of them as our registered agent address. Then we'll click on Continue. And then here the company management. So it's going to be member managed or manager managed. So if you're the owner and you're managing it, that is member managed. If you have owners and then you have a manager managing it, that's when you select manager managed. We're leaving it as member. It's just going to be me, so I'll have just one member. You can change that here. I'll add my name and then address to record with the state. Again, the registered agent address, and then click on Continue. Here you want to add your email and password. Then fill out your contact information. This isn't for the state of Arizona, it's for Northwest Registered Agent. So don't worry about sharing your personal information, your home address, or things like that here. Also, if you want to send a copy of lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney, you could add their contact information down below. After you fill out the contact information, click on Continue, and then we have a couple of optional items. Let me walk through those. The very first, the one that's checked, is phone service. So this is something they give you free for 60 days, and then it's $9 a month after that. I don't want to deal with a free trial and canceling it later, so I'm going to turn this off. Then our EIN number is the tax ID. We're going to turn this on. If you have a Social Security number, the charge will be $50. If you don't have a Social Security number, it is $200. I have a Social Security number, so we'll check that. Then we have S Corp election with the IRS. Basically, you can tax your LLC as an S Corp or as an LLC. This is too complicated for today's video. No, there are some tax benefits if it's taxed as an S Corp in certain situations. If you want to see our video that walks you through that, I'll link to it up above right here. Then we have mail forwarding and virtual office. I believe in the state of Arizona, they don't have either of those, so you can just ignore that. And then there's trademark service if you need help with that, but not something we're going to do today. So let's uncheck it and then click on Continue. Then all we need to do is add our payment information, click on Done, and in a couple of days, we're going to have our new LLC. Now that your LLC is in the process of being created, this video up above will walk you through how you can set up your business bank account, or if you want to see in more detail how Northwest compares to other formation companies, watch the video down below. I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.